Hello everybody, welcome back to Whiteheart Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Dragon Age Veilguard. In last episode we completed Harding's personal mission by going into the heart of the Titan, and we also did some of the main mission. It turns out the Elven gods, Elganan and Gillian, have kidnapped some Dalish from the Arlathan forest, so now we have to go to Arlathan Crater to save them, which is what we're going to start off with doing. I'm going to take Daphne with me as well, I think. Oh, do that. And then I think we're going to take Balara out and replace her with Emmerich. And then we're going to do the Emmerich and Davrin side quest, depending on how long this takes.
Voices again.
What of your dreams?
A discordant refrain and shadows, nothing more.
In our prison there was more. I dreamed the songs of the living abyss. And now, masked eyes across the sea. A storm that drinks the sky.
The future is intangible. Only the past and the present matter.
Onward, dweller.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else to do. Neve, I might do Neve as well. I might have to go back and go through all the areas again just to see if there's any brand new missions I can pick up.
Careful ahead.
Watch for ranged attack!
Thanks, bro.
Way to make it count, Balara.
We're getting good at this. Hey, Davrin. If you need to talk, about what you found out, I'm a good listener.
Thanks, but not sure you can help. It's a warden thing.
Well, it's also a your history was a lie thing, and, we're Dalish. Those are our gods out there. I feel like we're qualified.
Right. That's a good point.
Oh, lever's required for this. I'll change the party then. Yeah, maybe I will give it to Valara actually.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
They're gathering to watch people be killed.
It's the Venatori. Spilling blood is their religion.
And we won't let that happen.
They hate cultists.
We're going to get that close to a crowd of Venatori.
It's quickest. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
What about everyone else?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
The others, maybe. You don't see Strife unless he wants you to.
Temple of the Sun.
This robe feels weird. And I can't move my arms properly.
We'll wear them as long as we don't have to fight.
Interact with him? No, there's nothing on him.
Possibly the Dalish deer.
That's a holla. Why are they killing it? Poor thing.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Can we go? Please.
Boys and I found a bunch of things in the ruins, stuff the Dalish missed. You can feel the lingering magic in some of it. Heard you've headed back to the city for Templar business, counting on you to get some of this shit out of here before others find it. You know some of them will just want to worship it or something, but I'd rather line my pockets. Just in here?
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Right. It feels just wrong.
Is this elf your servant, my lady?
Dumat's teeth. Must I defend my entourage to every low-paid toady out here?
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane like we expected.
Not that well.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
Specifically, a human mage.
Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
We'll try to avoid him.
Elgarnon might be here, but he doesn't know we are.
But he will, you know, once we rescue his sacrifices.
We'll worry about that when we have to.
Then let's keep moving for now.
Does anyone else hear that?
Darlen, Garas Lhasa, Darlen. Dear child, you were born into obscurity. Sorrow etched on your bones. I see you. I feel your pain.
He's making promises. Tempting me.
No, not like that. Never like that.
For hundreds of years you have mourned. the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and ride. I am Elganon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Child of my children, I will shower you with the glory of the ancients. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. Mythalinas. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
And trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Valara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
But Elgranon is right there. Shouldn't we try?
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemon's in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
We are failing!
Got it covered.
I like the movement!
I'm ready.
On with me!
Takes credit there.
Again! And again!
All set.
For the dying!
Live and fight for the Imperium Gate!
Die for the gods. The gods feed me.
Ready. Done.
Good work, everyone!
I command it! Attack!
Careful ahead. The Imperium demands we attack! Destroy
Let's finish this. I'm good to go. Got you covered.
Got him.
There. The Archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention.
It's probably going to be the final boss, I imagine.
We've got company. Ready when you are.
Great shot, Dev.
Well, Rook, that goes to you. Well, look at that.
We're getting good at this.
Must be some other way out there to get to the get that chest. Don't see any ladders.
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
Riling them up, they won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants?
Let's go again. Well, that's done.
Finish the job for the risen gods.
And now Darkspawn.
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venator bring their new friends on the door? What's behind you?
on the right. Nice one, brother. Hitting us from range. That's got it. Good to go. Watch ahead.
The gods bid us continue. Look out for failure!
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillenane lost her dragon. Might make Elganar more cautious.
The way's blocked! Some sort of magical barrier!
That's the first one we've got destroyed, but I can't see how we get in there. probably one of them around, but I can't. Yeah. I just dropped down. That makes sense. I've done the wrong way round, yeah. The next one will be 5.
Those are Dalish arrows. Looks like Strife and the others have our backs.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners. Over there. That cage. I think that's where the Dalish are being held.
Right. Let's do this.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick, before the Venatori catch up.
There's the problem. Send for reinforcements!
We're under fire.
We grant each other strength! They falter in our shadow! Empire, fight on!
Got us at range. Watch it.
There is no end!
How's that?
I'm ready.
Skip with fire!
They'll take this one.
Just for failure!
I'm ready. Let's go.
That way! Through the gate!
Beat the odds there.
Damn it! Shut tight. And the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out. Shit.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
We're stuck. Gate's shut and we can't... Open it from here.
Leave it to us, but stay alive. There's Venatori headed your way.
How's it looking?
We'll need a minute to figure out how it releases.
End it now.
Your life for theirs!
Do this again.
Righto. Ready here.
Fighting our masters.
Tell me we're close to getting this thing open.
Patience is a virtue.
There's an entire Venatori army coming for us. You can handle them.
Got you covered.
Ranged.
To the right.
Still no luck? Really, are you sure you can open this?
Is that the right this?
Everyone breathe.
Put
Just
down the thing.
breathe. Deep breaths.
Yeah, I know it.
What's that thing?
Got it covered. Got us the range.
Ready to go. You got it.
I'm good to go. Got us from a distance. All set.
For sure. Going with me.
You got it. For sure. Oh, Nev, nice work. Oh, as always.
Got it.
Did it!
Come on, come on.
Oh, that's good.
Find the Dalish. We'll watch the exits. Good luck.
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Damage to our Arthur Veil Jumper. Mr. Rain is now illegible, but seems to shield the Veil Jumper's exploration of the ancient temple. Of particular interest is following. Found a passage that took me to the top of the structure. Incredible view. We'll need more time exploring. We definitely in here. Nope. Another way up. Nope.
Wait. This feels off.
Oh, this isn't good. We weren't here a minute ago.
Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven have been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Okay, this is very not good.
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's Blight here. It wasn't Blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
You gotta move! That's fine. Move!
Need to move.
Ready to go.
Great, Valara.
Thank you.
Do we know the Dalish is still alright? What if Elganon sends the Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rock, can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
Help us, please.
Solus, we need your help.
Then I am pleased that for once, I can offer some assistance. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lethalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
I see what you mean. Let's keep moving. Solus is going to distract Elganon.
Van Harel, you have no power here.
Sounds like they're arguing. That's good.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the Dreadwolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Navalas Ban, Shevgar Fen Harel.
you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your protege-ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dreadwolf.
Hey, you okay?
I can hear them in my head.
Trouble coming.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dreadwolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. Solus's distraction is working. I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
The gods reveal them!
And there. The Dalish.
Another of those crystals! Break it and the cage should open!
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elganon the Mighty? The blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Oh, were you talking to me? Sorry, they're very loud.
You gotta move.
That's got it.
Get clear!
That's them! Kill them! We cannot bear Lord Elganon.
Once the blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did in yours, and you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dreadwolf. The blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down. Your whining comes from envy, Fen'Harel, but it does not have to be so. There is a place for you at my side in a new, glorious empire.
But it will not have Illuvians, will it? Junei built them, and now he is dead. Our great cities came from Sileys, our deepest mysteries from Dirthaman.
I will restore it all. Their achievements will not be lost.
You were a bully who ruled over what others had built, and now the others are gone. Who do you have left? Gillenane? You cannot rebuild the world by stitching together monsters.
Hard to concentrate when they're in your ear.
Over here! I don't want to die.
You saved us! Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elganon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
But it's not all mine.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elgar'nan sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
The team rushed to Olatham Forest to save Dalish shelter from Venatori sacrifice. There they witnessed Elgar'nan awaken his dragon through Lucican, once worshipped as the old god of night. Dalish blood would have been spilled to restore the dragon to full strength, but with Silas' help, Elgar'nan's plan was sorted. With the scattered lover, Elgar'nan was forced to sacrifice his own cultists to the dragon.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
Oh, I was going to go this way, wasn't I? Companions, 2 points. Weakened. Go for infiltrating shot. Critical damage plus 25. Let's go for when we gain 5 mana. Let's go this way. Patricia minus 20%. Shrapnel. Push minus 20. Damage reaches barrier, that damage reaches armor. Barrier's better, I think. Just seismic shock, red, soothing potion. Yep. Big bolts and enfeebling shot, that's what I want. Death from above. Sand strike. War victory. That's correct. Belt holes. Class 2. Mission. Impact creates a ball of venom that deals 60 damage. Okay, so let's go speak to Solus.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
Dislike the Dalish?
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like worshipping Elganon.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
Really hate Elganon?
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
Both prideful.
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No, you just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
Thanks for the help.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
You have to stay.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
The Inquisitor.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She was useful, but there were others I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. Cole, a spirit of compassion, I helped adapt to our new world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
I'm still the same.
The odds on this were never good. But we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish. And 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow and whine. Because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
About the Venatori.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
Dorian said they were up to something, but it seemed more about returning to the gods' good graces. They lost Elganon's sacrifice. He'll be displeased.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
So we have options.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We made a habit of it. Take some time. Rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Okay. New quest. Rock, we've continued to study changes in play. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't expect we'll catch up next time you're in the wetlands. Heard the wonderful news coming out of Father Than you do, and we're told the Venatori is still waiting for the failure and Dorian's cool wind or some of their measures and plans by the shop when you can. Who wants to talk? Balara, Harding, Ash, and Lucanus.
The Evenurers do not need. They only demand. Deny them.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenurus.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What are you asking?
What are you hoping to find out from the archive?
About Inaris? What would make Syrian work with him? But everything I found out, it just makes it worse. And now Syrian wants to meet, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
What does your gut say?
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared. Loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded. Focused. Made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Inaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him...
Will change.
Sometimes people change, and not always in a good way.
Do they change that much? Become monsters overnight? When I thought he died, it almost broke me. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him. Convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says what's shaping anymore.
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
Or just live with it.
Or you just get used to not having all the answers.
At least we don't have to get used to it alone. Huh? I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
You needed a little push, but this battle was yours. You fought and you won.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some titan, but just Lace Harding. And you believed in me. Enough to risk everything. I'll never forget that, so don't you forget it either.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. Do you think he can be helped?
Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
Oopsie. I'm just looking at here and I'm like, were we always able to go like around here? It was a Tash, I think. Tash and Lucanus.
Too much sky. That's what it even is.
This is where we eat.
I see.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here, this cup. Made it myself.
You remember the recipe on your own?
You've been hammering it into me for 20 years.
It could use more ginger.
Whatever the Qun demands.
Nevitash has never been interested in Qunari traditions before now.
Is that a problem?
I assumed you'd be happy about that.
Is this your influence? Or that of the followers of the Qun?
The followers of the Qun?
Have they asked you to soften her to the Qun? Do they want to lure her back?
Neither. Thank you for asking.
Then why have you pushed her to this?
Because Tash wants love.
Tash chose all this for you, and you still can't unclench enough to offer a little support.
I do not need your manipulation to show affection to my child.
Well, what do you need? Give me a hint, because right now nothing Tash does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
Yes.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here's the ginger.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
Okay, that's
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
completely irrelevant to
If
the
you are
discussion,
neither a
but
man nor a woman, then what are you?
she's Tash.
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to
Or
use they instead of she from now on.
Tash.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Cune, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a cunithlock. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatosh, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
She expects criticism, so she interprets anything her mother says as criticism.
All of that was new for her. Just give her some time.
No. It's okay.
Tosh?
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago. Katerina is alive.
What? How?
Zara's carcass told the truth. Ilario didn't arrange Katerina's death because he spirited her away. Katerina has been a prisoner in her own villa, with Ilario as her keeper.
And for a rescue.
What matters is that she's alive, and we know where she is. So let's go get her.
Ilario is making his move. He's hosting the talents of the crows at Via della Morte. All of them.
That'd be fancy.
That means the finest wine and an even finer banquet.
If Iago's nearby, assume it's poisoned. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Elganon?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
It'll be slow going through Treviso.
Not for us. We're going by water, and Spite is keen to get this done.
Then let's make this a night to remember.
A lot of places Venatori could be hiding out here. Any one of those rooms would
It was
make a good
bad.
spot for an
The Venatori were making sacrifices to the gods. It's like Elganon controls them.
Get all your god-killing implements right here. Safe travels. I've got everything you need for kicking the Venatori right out of this world.
Almost.
Come back alive. No coin in dead customers.
Do we have the latest scouting report?
Nearby or far away? Oh, it's very far away. Good here.
You were holding her hand the whole time?
I'd no idea Johanna was involved when we found the Hand of Glory. Performing self-surgery. I pray she was already undead by then.
And now you've got a rogue hand on the loose causing trouble.
Well, that raises a question of independent will.
You mean, does Hazenkos's hand have a mind of its own?
The diabolical mind that spawned it is my main worry. We'll stop Johanna. We must.
Azan can get the gate.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine a mighty hunter hanging out with deer.
Not everything in the forest should be hunted. Azan, hang back. Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
I knew a Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be him.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
Another warden. Can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
That's really up to them.
I guess we'll have to let them work that out.
Careful of the antlers. They do the deciding. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
He's the bodyguard.
Hassan's had a rough go of it. Davrin's his bodyguard.
Doing what I can.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some holler to find.
Davrin, I'm glad to see you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
Okay, what do we do?
Find some stone root, a marble tree, and bannerberries.
I thought we were looking for Hala.
A lot of people would go chasing after them, running around, getting nowhere. Hala can keep that up for days. Trick out them. Ringing the dinner bell's a lot easier than searching the whole damned forest.
That's where he came in.
Here we go. Found a maple tree.
See if it has a dead branch.
Got it.
It's hollow, right? When you blow through it, it mimics a Hala's call.
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea.
Here, some bannerberry.
Sweet as candy. Hala lapped them up.
Interesting. Wonder what they taste like.
Don't even think it. Uncle Eldrin let me try one once. As a lesson. It lasted an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps.
Ah. Over here, stone root.
Dig up a few. Good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Hala mating scent.
I thought we were ringing the dinner bell.
Maybe it's a romantic dinner. Time to get out that marble branch and call the Hala.
He sounds excited.
Let's hope it's that and not I'm hungry for venison. It's on the other side of this. He senses something. Could be Hala.
We've got a griffin. Hassan could track them.
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Hala.
Probably not, but he's never seen one. This is a good spot. Lay out the stone root and bannerberries.
Yeah, explore that bit afterwards.
Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor. It looks sick.
It's okay. We're here to help. How do we help?
Look around for more vannerberries. Hassan, don't you even think about going after...
Devrin, remember, trust.
Right. Turlum. Okay. Hassan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Hassan just bring it some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, I just blew a horn. Hassan's the one who put on the show. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a holla.
And the appetite of all three? You found your Turlum.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good. We'll need to tell Eldrin about this holla. Easy there, girl. You just enjoy that meal.
So your uncle is quite the character?
Eldrin will drink you under the table, then the floor, and bury you in the basement as a joke. Most of my clan didn't understand why I left. Eldrin had an open mind, saw I was restless.
He approved.
He knew I had to find my own way, though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous.
Too much darkness. Eldrin always preached balance in life.
Not a lot of that at Weishaupt.
We reek of darkspawn all the time. Guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more Vanaberries...
Hassan took care of it.
A griffin helped her holler?
I wasn't looking forward to watching a griffin eat a Hala.
The lion in him might have.
But it didn't. Not sure what side of him we saw back there.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought Darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
A creature of the wild, free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
Let's not overthink it. Maybe Hassan has another side, or maybe we just don't understand griffins.
He might surprise you. I once knew a restless young elf who believed there was more to life than shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature to surprise us.
Maybe you're right. See you around, Eldrin.
I need to try and work out how I get up to there.
I spy trouble ahead.
They're at range!
That one, quickly! They attack from afar!
Get up there before it's too late!
Ready and willing!
Nice hit, bro!
That one's ready!
Coming at range!
Right! Set that one up! Look me down!
A win for us.
through here. Then I have to drop down into it, I presume. Okay. Excuse me. There's just one new quest available, looks like. Oh no, open chest. Several open chests actually.
We have found new hauntings. They must be dealt with.
Prepare yourselves. Victory to the living.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down. How go your inquiries?
Well, thank...
Yeah, there's chests.
Trouble over there.
I could use the practice. Coming in range. Whatever gets it done.
I made that one ready. Fine hit, Rook. Set that one up.
Beat the odds.
Need a wisp.
There'll be a wisp in there somewhere.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
That did it. The bones are back where they should be.
I think literally just... Okay. What am I doing? For a wisp.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture. Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
That's terrifying.
Well, didn't need to sleep tonight.
They're unlikely to visit your slumber. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire. The right to attempt lichdom.
Please don't.
You want to become undead?
Lichdom is no ordinary path to undeath. It's far more than common possession.
Oh, that makes it fine then.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, I can't believe you want to die and stuff a spirit into your body.
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Look, what about flowers? Wouldn't you miss smelling them as a lich?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
I still don't think you should do it, but why haven't you become a lich yet?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So, what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
Within a circle, but the only ones I can take are these ones.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly... For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Here's the way to the chests. I'm all for it.
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleanor of Volkaren. They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
Go for that one, I think. Okay, so next time I think we'll do Clear Mind. Or maybe I'll go to the Osberg wetlands and do those ones, and then also do Eve and Dogtown afterwards. So 4 in the next episode. But I think for today I will leave it there. So guys, if you're enjoying the series and want to keep updated, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave any feedback or suggestions in the comment section below the video. Until next time, this is Gaming. Thank you much for watching. Goodbye everybody.